Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, let's go. All day, baby. All day, baby. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Coming to you.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt 91 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Redskins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The 26-yard line.
Let's bring it. Mike 51, Mike 51. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I got you, son.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. Reed wrestling ahead, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown, and the Redskins have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 44, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's get it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch the slack, watch the slack, watch the slack. But Mike, put it to him, Jet, cover. Put it to him, Jet, cover. Hey, let's go, it's time to crouch. Cut. Echo. Mike 51.
On 2nd and inches, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Romo. Hey, Mike 51.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
180! 54!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. They'll let him throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Haskins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike 51. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Mike 51. Mike 51. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Now it's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
51 for Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
53, check 53. Know your job.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Check right, check right. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Get your swat.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Under 10, 10.
On second down, Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
You're not ready. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 51's the Mike, boy, 51. Yeah. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Bring it.
Third down, here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run with Geis. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They give it here to Thompson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Hey, Aloy 33.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Second down, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
53, Mike. You don't know no better. Let's go.
Now it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
You got 3 down. Hey, Mike, 51.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Redskins, they get back in the win